Just a few months ago, Phoenix's first civilian review board for police misconduct was on track to open its doors by the end of this year. But those doors will remain shut. Last week, the Phoenix City Council refused to enshrine the Office of Accountability and Transparency in the Phoenix City Code. The councilman who persuaded council members back in February to create a review board now says accountability is dead. Joining us, District 8 Councilman Carlos Garcia. He represents South Phoenix and Levine. Welcome back to Square Off, sir.
Thank you for having me.
I'm remembering the last time you were here in February, the council had just approved the Office of Accountability and Transparency for citizens to review police misconduct. We talked about the hard work that still lay ahead. Now you're saying police accountability is dead. How dead is it?
It's dead for at least another 4 or 5 months. Unfortunately, the work that's been happening since the 90s in Phoenix to make sure to have accountability with this police department has been stalled. And so we will continue to do the work. We will continue to hold this department accountable and push for transparency. But unfortunately, last Tuesday, we saw the council not willing to push for this accountability.
So given that we're entering a new year, a new budget year, will you have to start from scratch to get funding and do some of the things that were already done this year?
No, we will not have to start from scratch. We are in a fiscal year of July. And so once we're able to work through what happened this last week, we should be able to just go right into voting for the ordinance. The unfortunate thing that's happened is a council that's been majority Democratic for a long time has gone conservative. And we've seen Councilwoman Deborah Stark, Councilman Awakowski continuously vote with the conservative bloc, with the Republican bloc, and unfortunately not allow the city to move forward and progress, especially with an issue like this that has embarrassed the city of Phoenix over the last couple of years.
So it was a 5-4 vote. You're going to need one swing vote. Michael Nowakowski is cycling off the council. There are runoff elections in March for 2 seats, I believe. Do I have that right?
That's correct.
Yeah, so for 2 seats, unclear what the majority is going to look like then. Given that, how sure are you? How confident can you be that you could bring this back and get it going, get the office going next year?
The confidence is there, and so long as we continue to work. And unfortunately, we've seen this department do what it's done over the last few years. The hardest thing about last week is having to face families that have gone through police brutality, police violence, and telling them we weren't able to get something done. I have confidence that when people like Michael Nowakowski get off this council, we will finally be able to give the community something that they really need, something that the other largest 20 cities in the country already have. We are the only city remaining without any accountability, oversight board, or any of that work.
What was striking about the vote last week was you had Councilman Sal DiCiccio, no surprise, voting no. He's labeled this office as anti-cop. But one of your allies, Poder in Action, also urged a no vote, saying the office doesn't go far enough. It doesn't give citizens enough of a role in investigations of misconduct. How important is it to you to get Poder on board?
I think Poder is doing what they need to do, is looking out for the families, and I share their frustration. Working with these families, like I said earlier, hurts. And to think that the council is not only willing to get this level of accountability, it's hard to think that they're going to go for more. And so at this point, I think it's important for us to set something up, continue to work together to make it better. And organizations like Poder are going to be crucial for that.
So if Sal DiCiccio and Poder in Action both don't think you're doing the right thing, does that mean you are doing the right thing? Is that where you need to be as a politician, as a councilman?
I think what's important is to get the families and the victims of police violence some sort of accountability and transparency. I feel proud in the work that we did. Our staff worked really hard for the last year and a half and put something forward that goes further than a lot of accountability boards across the country. And so, yes, we are proud of the work that we're done. We're going to continue to work on it and make sure that we can fulfill the promise to have accountability and transparency for the Phoenix Police Department.
Councilman Garcia, thank you very much for joining us. And have a happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you.